Welcome to the Badger Alloys Next Generation Manufacturing and Castings, part of the Valve Forum and Valve Basics Virtual Conference 2020. The agenda we're going to cover today is a brief introduction video to Badger Alloys, another video discussing patternless molding or alternative to traditional tooling. We'll cover a little bit on rules of thumb when picking a casting for your manufacturing process. And we'll have a slide at the end for contact information, but if you're interested in any content within this presentation or receiving our ebook, you can reach out to myself. My name is Steve Cook. I'm the Vice President with Badger Alloys, and my email address is at the bottom of the screen, being stevec@badgeralloys.com. Without further ado, let's jump into the first video.
World-class castings delivered has been Badger Alloys' commitment to customers for more than 50 years. We are an award-winning family-owned manufacturing group that includes a foundry, pattern shop, machine shop, robot, and 3D technologies and world-class engineering team on our manufacturing campus in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Our customers, from small businesses to Fortune 500 companies, span the globe. They typically represent the energy, water, chemical, industrial, food, beverage, marine, and defense industries. While Badger Alloys welcomes customers at all stages of the casting manufacturing process, we find the most successful relationships are those where we partner with our customers from the planning stage through the finished casting. All our facilities are located on one campus, enhancing collaboration among each step. This single source capability enables Badger Alloys to produce the best quality castings in the most cost-effective manner with the shortest possible lead time. The core of our process takes place in our air-set sand foundry, where we mold, melt, pour, test, grind, clean, heat treat, and inspect. We regularly pour more than 200 different alloys, including high alloys, stainless steels, copper-based alloys, and carbon low alloy steels. We can meet your specifications for simple to complex multi-core assemblies with the ability to pour custom castings up to 4,000 pounds. Badger Alloys is ISO 9001:2015 and PED certified and conflict mineral compliant. We offer all levels of NDT inspections at our award-winning environmentally sustainable foundry. The best castings result from proper upfront planning. Our engineering team is available to work with your engineers to discuss process and materials and to digitally fine-tune the manufacturability of your design using simulation software. These professionals can consult with you on the viability of alternative tooling methods like robotically milled patternless molding, 3D printed plastic patterns, or sand molds and cores, or a hybrid process. They can also work with you to create prototypes or 3D models of your castings. This upfront collaboration and ongoing involvement throughout the process results in the best quality casting. When traditional wood or urethane patterns are your best solution, our on-site pattern makers bring their decades of collective craftsmanship to your project. They work closely with our engineering and foundry teams on every job to ensure we produce the very finest tooling. Our secure pattern storage facility protects your valuable assets while allowing for quicker turnaround and extended pattern life. Whether your castings were poured in Badger Alloys sand foundry or elsewhere, we have the capabilities to deliver them as semi-machined, finished machined, or as an assembly. We specialize in machining large castings up to 88 inches in diameter, with a height of 7 feet and a weight of 10,000 pounds. We have the unique ability to machine keyways up to 4.5 inches wide and 40 inches long. One of our longtime customers once said, Badger Alloys wasn't the least expensive coming in the door, but they gave us the best value going out. We look forward to showing you our manufacturing campus in person and discussing ways we can partner with you. In the meantime, visit our website or call us for more information on how we can become a valuable member of your supply chain. Badger Alloys, world-class castings delivered.
Before we transition to the next slide or the video, the basics of what we're going to cover on this video are going to be robotics, 3D printing, scanning, and solidification modeling, which we covered a little bit in the first one, but talk to the advantages and when some of those could be used as a benefit to your parts and process for your manufacturing.
So we decided to invest in the robot for a few different reasons, one of which is because we want to stay on the cutting edge of casting technology. Things have been changing. Our customers have been asking for shorter and shorter lead times on products that would traditionally require hard tooling. So the robot allows us to continue to serve our customers and give them another option to get their castings quickly. Having the robot allows us to get into the large format prototyping market, which we feel has been underserved. Patternless molding will also allow you to decrease your initial capital investment because you don't have to buy that hard tool. Additionally, you don't have to store the tool, you don't have to maintain the tool. You can basically mill it right out of sand and you're done. Between 3D modeling, solidification analysis, 3D printed cores, and the robotically milled molds, we're able to manipulate the casting in the digital space and go through a variety of different iterations to make sure that we're getting a good casting the first time. The most impactful thing the robot has given us is the ability to go from a concept to a finished casting in a week.
Let's talk a little bit about how to choose that different types of tooling. What you see on your screen right now is essentially a white paper cheat sheet on process selection. You've got the extremes, 3D printed molds and cores, which is essentially done. We use a third party for that, but essentially you are printing the mold and the cores, the sand. Perfect process for smaller parts, low volume. The other extreme is traditional tooling, where you're doing high volume parts. So when you get into the quicker solutions like 3D printed molds and cores or robotically milled molds, your upfront cost, your capital cost is a little bit lower. Your variable cost would be a little bit higher because you're basically having more expensive materials that you're using to produce those molds. But a very viable option for low volume or things that you need quickly. Again, if you'd like a copy of this, at the end of the presentation here, there's a slide with my contact information. I'd be happy to share this with you. In conjunction with that technology, scanning definitely has come to the forefront. Something that once was more of a pass-fail now becomes a tool that allows us to look at old tooling, old parts, to be able to scan those items, to produce and maybe refine or improve that equipment. If you have legacy equipment that's worn and you need a part, it's not worth building new tooling. This obviously gives you an option with the patternless options we talked about in the presentation and on the slide before. Like I said, if you have any information or would like anything more, whether it be on next generation manufacturing for castings or on Badger alloys, please feel free to reach out to myself, Steve Cook, at stevec@badgeralloys.com, or check us out on our website. These presentations or videos are on our website, as are white papers on our different casting processes. Again, thank you for your time and attention, and we look forward to hearing from you.